17-time world champion. That's right, John Cena made it happen. He's the 17-time world champion. I'm going to go into 5 fresh opponents that will make absolute sense for feud with the newly killed John Cena. So I'm going to go right into it, so don't click off this video, subscribe. Number 1, in no particular order, I'm going to say CM Punk. CM Punk, the history is there. In 2011, when CM Punk rose to stardom officially, his battles were against John Cena. He made his name for himself mostly in WWE, off his rivalry with Cena. I think it's a no-brainer here, and he cut a really strong promo calling out John Cena in the final boss, The Rock, just about a month ago. So it's just right there. John Cena beat him at Elimination Chamber in a dirty way. Now we get heel John Cena versus good guy CM Punk. It's a layup for WWE. You gotta do this. Next guy, I like to sing his song now before I say his name. Roman Reigns as a good guy versus John Cena. Never been done before. I know they had their battles, and I think John Cena is actually 0-2 against Roman Reigns. So I think it's only fair for the last real champion, John Cena, as a heel to face Roman Reigns, who's finally beloved universally by the audience. And I just think it'll be very cool because it's a completely fresh dynamic. I mean, we're just scratching the surface of what Cena could do as a heel, and I think we're just scratching the surface of what Roman Reigns can and will do as a great babyface. So I think revisiting this matchup, even though it's been done before, again, with the heel John Cena, everything's fresh and the dynamics is different. It's a new story. Let's do Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, versus heel John Cena, and preferably let's have Roman Reigns lose because we know he doesn't need to be champion anytime soon anymore, and we gotta rock with Cena as world champion long enough at least to put enough people over and elevate different people up the card. Next person, LA Knight. Yeah, listen, when John Cena came back recently on one of his more recent runs as a good guy, LA Knight was his ally. LA Knight was his partner to fight the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. Now that John Cena is a heel, LA Knight's still a babyface, one of the most popular baby faces on the roster. People don't get it twisted. Even though he's been in the mid card, he could easily slide into the main event slot. I think LA Knight versus John Cena will be money. The verbal battles on the microphone will be crazy. And those are two guys who arguably their greatest strength is how they talk on the microphone, their promos. So that helps a lot when we know John Cena isn't going to be there every single week to talk. LA Knight could carry this feud in the ring and on the microphone. And I would love LA Knight to be in the world title picture now that Jacob Fatu is U.S. champion. And let's be honest, maybe I'm in a minority here. I haven't heard too many people say this, but I wouldn't even hate it if LA Knight is eventually the guy to dethrone Cena. What better way to put the rocket on his back, and everybody's been waiting for it, than for him to shut the mouth of a heel John Cena who's just talking shit about everybody. I say keep an eye on that. If WWE smart, LA Knight should be a candidate, not just to face Cena, but maybe to beat John Cena. Next one, the phenomenal AJ Styles. He lost to Logan Paul. That's okay. AJ Styles is a legend, one of the greatest to ever do it in the ring. Him and John Cena have crazy chemistry. And let's be honest, John Cena's an older head now. So anytime he could get in there with a full-timer who could hide his weakness and hide a little bit of his age, you should do it. And the history's all there. But again, the dynamic is flipped. Now AJ got to stop a big bad guy like John Cena. So I would love to see them have a match one last time, have a program. And last but not least, the fifth man on this list who would make perfect sense to have a storyline with Cena. This might surprise people because he's still technically a heel. Gunther. Now, this might sound crazy because WWE rarely does heel versus heel storylines, and um, but we still got a few more months. Who knows what can happen? Gunther may turn. He might lean towards a tweener more. I could see a world where Gunther, maybe not a full 180 babyface turn, but I could totally see a scenario where Gunther goes after John Cena. What is one of Gunther's mottos? I am here to restore order and respect into the sacred sport of professional wrestling. The mat is sacred. What is John Cena doing right now? Saying, I'm going to ruin professional wrestling for the fans, for everybody. I'm going to take the title and disappear forever. I'm the last real champion. Well, that somewhat conflicts with how Gunther appreciates the sacred sport and the traditionalism of certain things in the sport. So I could totally see a one off little feud where Gunther's like, look, I'm leaning a little bit more. Nah, he's not going to smile and kiss babies and be that type of good guy. But I could see a scenario where he's calling out Cena like, "Look, you're coming off of like Logan Paul, a guy who's just coming here for extra fame now, not a guy who's making this sport seem sacred, not a guy who's elevating the business." So I absolutely think we could still, if the cards fall right creatively, see a great Gunther versus John Cena storyline. And I also selfishly think he's one of the new era wrestlers that him and John Cena could just have excellent chemistry together, and I'd love to see it. But enough of what I think. What do we all, you lovely people in the pro wrestling community, think? We're trying to build the community here even more and more. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling with Things and follow me on Instagram at DavidDJ95.